I heard you guys liked the Third Crusade. So, of course, last we did Barbarossa. Saw the crusadering side of that, at the end at least. Now we're going to see what led to the Third Crusade with Saladin. So let's be an Arabian knight, despite Saladin not being Arab or a knight.
Egypt. A month since I entered the Holy Land. I was dying. I wandered the cold desert for 4 nights before the horse archers found me. I had abandoned my mount to the vultures, and my armor to the heat of day. For a night, I was not much of a threat to them. I thought these men were Turks, come to toy with their prey. But when I could distinguish the riders from the blur of the mirage, I saw that they were Saracens, the rulers of the Middle East. I had ridden to the Holy Land with the Crusaders from France and Normandy, so I was by all rights the Saracens' enemy. Yet they gave me water and a spindly horse, and led me back to their leader. And that was how I met Saladin. The paintings in Europe show Saladin as a demonic barbarian. Yet he's more chivalrous than any knight I'd met before, and prefers the palaces of Damascus to slaughtering Normans in the desert. I had not expected hospitality from Saracens. We Normans execute any armed Arab we capture. But Saladin left me free to explore his camp. Perhaps he wants an objective observer to chronicle the prodigious bloodshed ahead. Saladin's army is heading south to Egypt to reinforce Cairo. Egypt is a tempting prize for the Crusaders. She is fabulously wealthy, yet governed by an ineffectual fool. Before my capture, I was en route to join in the Crusaders' assault on Egypt. It is a bitter irony that now I shall view the contest from the enemy camp. So it was that I found myself less than 100 miles from the Dead Sea, in the company of my enemies.
Alright, I tried something there. I turned up the volume for the intro thing because people were saying it was kind of quiet. I'll try and do it on the outro as well, see if it makes much of a difference. I can fiddle around with the settings more. Anyway, defeat the Franks west of Cairo. You'll not be able to train additional soldiers in this scenario. Use your light cav to avoid unwanted encounters. Saladin's army has gathered in the north near the Nile in order to help the Egyptian Caliph repulse the Crusader siege of Cairo. The Frankish Crusaders have established camps in the west and in the east, and they have knights, men-at-arms, pikemen, and crossbowmen, and Cairo is the Egyptian capital located in the center of the map, and they have some archers and Mamelukes. Why is the grid on? Well, we're playing the scenario with grid on, because I don't want to go through the starting thing again. It's really short anyway.
The Holy Land is ours now, and soon Egypt will be as well.
So yeah, that was just a staged fight. I'm just going to separate our cavalry from our slower units. You can see we have 1,000 of every resource. I don't actually know why. We can't spend it on anything, as they said. So yeah, we're starting Saladin, our Saracen campaign. Might have some fun with Saracen archers now that they are stronger. But yeah, your enemies are all feudal age, and you're castle age. So, upgrades are good. Also, in case you have seen, the Saladin campaign is the only one of all the original Age of Kings and Age of Conquerors campaigns to be considered medium difficulty, as opposed to easy. And is it the hardest one? I think you could make an argument for it. 5 and 6 can be pretty tricky. Oh yeah, let's at least say hi to the pyramids. These are just for show. Here's the Great... Oh, there it is. Great Pyramid. And the lesser pyramids, which for some reason have 2 times as much HP. Because, in case it wasn't clear enough that we were in Egypt. Anyway, there really aren't that many places you can go. See, the map's pretty small. There's only one crossing in the Nile here to the south. We have lost 3 units so far. Probably killed like 30. Yeah, this first scenario is pretty easy.
Very well. You leave me no choice.
Oh yeah, the Egyptian Caliph is,
We will conspire.
he's a scaredy cat. So now we have to bust into Cairo.
Lord Saladin, the Egyptians are cowardly and weak. If we station troops near their main mosque, they will surely surrender. Lord Saladin, we have captured the Frankish war vessel.
You can see that you no longer need to defeat the West Franks. I think they have like a few more units over here, but I think we killed everybody else. Doesn't really matter. Now we just need to get some units over to this mosque, and then the Egyptians will realize their mistake and come join their Islamic brethren. Oh yeah,
Lord
yeah.
Saladin, we have found Frankish armor in the ruins of this place.
So it even says that now in DE. It was that way in Age of Kings / Conquerors as well, where if you destroy this blacksmith, you get +2 defense for your cavalry. This is being very slow.
You will not enter Cairo.
Oh, wait a minute. This only has Feudal Age HP. Anyway, what you need to do, or what you can do and should do, because it's the easiest thing to do, just send in your light cav and bring them over here. Because, I mean, this is really all they have as an army anyway, so it's not like we're cheesing the scenario or anything. Like, we've already pretty much defeated their entire army. This just saves us time. Oh, freaking sniper. There was one elite Mameluke, I guess, that we didn't take out. Maybe one archer as well. Oop. Anyway, try not to kill the monk if you can avoid it.
Saladin, the Franks have betrayed us. They mean to invade Cairo. We were wrong not to trust our fellow Saracens. Please, these troops are yours to command. Just defeat the treacherous Franks.
Now we have to defeat the Franks east of Cairo. Well, we have to destroy their town center. Anyway, the Egyptians will give us 10 camels, 6 cav archers, 1 siege ram, and 1 monk. Now, if I recall correctly, the monk is a new addition with DE. Did you used to get 2 siege rams? I feel like you did. Maybe not. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, we'll just wait for our army to make its way through the city. There used to be, I mean, there actually still is a gate over around here, where you could, take the shortest route to get to the Franks. But for some reason, apparently due to, some bug with the Egyptian units wandering over this way, it's locked, so you can only escape through this gate. Anyway, the fight against the East Franks is less trivial. They actually do have a fairly decent-sized army. You can see that even though they're in the feudal age, they have pikemen as opposed to spearmen, and they have some onagers and a monk as well, I think. So we do need to wait for our whole army to get here, just so we can make sure that we take a good fight, but so long as you aren't completely dumb with how you take the fight, should be no problem. Also a few aesthetic changes to make the Nile look pretty. Could have given us this Mameluke. Egyptians. But yeah, once we destroy the town center, we win, so it is one of the shortest campaign scenarios in the entire game. I don't know if it's the shortest, but it's one of them. Joan 1 probably takes around the same time as does Genghis Khan 1. All of the non-Barbarossa scenarios, well, I guess not counting William Wallace, that's cheating. Anyway, they also have some guard towers hanging around. Go forward 1 hill. Yeah. So let's see if we can aggro their units, so we can take a good fight. Or not. Yeah, where are my homeboys at? Nope, wait, you're allied. Okay, here they come. Let me just make sure, like I said, you don't want to just completely throw away the fight. And they do have at least one onager. And I know they have a monk as well somewhere hanging around. Yep. Go, go, go! Okie dokie. We're not even taking all that great of a fight and we're still doing fine. At least try and bring the scorpions in to face the pikemen. Give me that pass-through damage. Oh yeah. Bring the siege ram in. They don't make any units. Like, every AI enemy in this scenario is like a dummy AI, so they just auto-aggro onto units that are close. They don't make anything. This barricade's new. Yeah, I guess might as well just click the town center. Then that'll be it. Gotta get that maximum damage. And that should be it. And that should be it. There we go.
The Franks have been defeated.
There we go. So yeah, it's not like they really had anything else. Here's Cairo. Big ol' city. They do have a castle here, so if you are trying to get to the mosque, don't, run into the castle. And yeah, there were a few dudes over here. I think we killed everyone else. Also, I'll turn off the grid mod for the next one. Normally, I think the benefit it gives me in playing is less than the, graphical, less appealing thing.
The Franks are dispersed. Saladin has taken his place as governor of the Nile. Any European king would seize this opportunity to eliminate his political enemies. Saladin, however, allowed any Egyptian opposed to his rule to leave the city unharmed. Saladin has set out to win over. He built mosques and palaces, universities and hospitals. My own countrymen, the sons of Europe, showed naught but treachery, while the Saracens worked to dignify their civilization. It is a troubling time, Prince. I have difficulty sleeping.
Alright. Was messing around with the audio settings there, so sorry if there was a little bit of pause and silence while I alt-tabbed. But hopefully that sounded a bit better. Yeah, it's a pretty nice KD. West Franks didn't do so hot. wait. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Anyway, that was the barn burner that was an Arabian Night. Next scenario will be a bit more interesting with Lord of Arabia. See you guys then.